Get that
Hel-
right.
You can't say that word.
Oh, so you said damn it.
We need a beep.
Yeah, sorry. Give it the beep.
Well, it's a PG, so damn and hell are fine, just not anything else.
You said no GD.
Yeah, no GD. I just heard the last half, and that's what it picked up.
I heard the whole.
We have
Oh,
cutouts
yeah.
happening pretty
We did.
frequently.
Hello.
But welcome to Tea with DSPs. I am Andy, and I'm here with Mina, Tila, and Donnie.
Hello.
Hi.
Now, my main thing for this is just, for this first one, how did you get into being a DSP and owner-operator and everything else under the sun here?
Go first.
I'll go first. So I started with chat, and that was because my mom was, you need a job that's here in town, being ridiculous. And I started working with kids there. That's it.
Period.
So, in other words, you were just being a little the whole time.
Hey, I taught some of them swing, swim, and all that.
You.
Indeed.
Mine's like a whole life story. I have a cousin the same age as me that has a cognitive disability. All four of my grandparents had physical disabilities. It kind of surrounded my whole life. I gave birth to a kid with one arm, and seemed like the right fit at the time.
So, how'd you know that even then? How did you discover just the field in general? Because I didn't hear about any of this until pretty much before I started. Because for me, it's always a foreign concept of a group helping people with disabilities out.
Well, I have a cousin with a cognitive disability, and we were raised like sisters. And she had services under me, so I guess I knew about it for a long time.
Hi. My aunt asked me if I wanted a job, and they were giving out bonuses. So I stood for 3 months and been doing it for like 6 years. Nope, like 7. This year would be 7.
And for me, I'm going on my 3rd year, which doesn't feel that long, but at the same time, just very, very long. Because memory just gets shuffled in with everything else. And be like, oh, yeah, I've been doing this for years upon years. And no.
Since I was 20, on and off.
20?
20.
I just hit 22.
I was a baby.
Like 7 years old?
Don't get me wrong, you still got a body type of a child. So,
No.
Mentality,
That's
too.
shade.
but for me getting here, it's mainly because of Araya coaxing me twice every time she came to the house and did some with my wife and friend at the time. And I would believe at the time I was working at Wendy's before even coming here. Interviewed and hired same day, which great, speedy, but not being thrown to the wolves immediately. But for me, I've always been in the special needs classes for everything, mainly for ADHD and just not paying attention. Don't get me wrong, they weren't teaching very much interesting things. Especially during my times of hyperfixations for various different things. The godfather of my daughter, he's on a waiver program. Didn't realize that was a thing because we don't have it. If we do, it's only in the biggest populated cities that we have, which is Jackson and Gulfport.
I like golf.
That's just a tourist trap, and we all know it. That's why you see no regular Mississippian go down to Gulfport on their own free will. But yeah, he's been my best friend since we met in 1st grade in special needs class, and still talk on a regular basis.
That's
But now knowing what I know, I'm like, yeah, I can help out more than I can. I'm no longer oblivious to what the world is like.
I feel so like so they don't really talk about like when you're trying to find a career, like coming out of high school into the real world, they don't talk about like this career.
Yeah, definitely. This career is not for everyone.
Nope.
No.
It either makes you or breaks you.
And yeah, we're all still here, so I've yet
Look
to
at
be
it.
broken.
I think in this way, it's also like therapy because you don't realize how screwed up you are until you're working with other people and you're like, I don't know why I'm complaining.
That's me.
Yeah. No one gets the dark humor like these people do, or which way or the other. It's humbling,
It
I should
is.
say.
I mean,
Very.
because some individuals are in constant pain or constant other issues, and they always have a smile on their face. They're always happy,
Mm.
and that puts you in a better.
I strive to be as happy as they are on
I
a
know.
daily basis. I'm lucky to get it once a week.
You know, you come in and you're like, okay, I have a bad mood, and then all of a sudden they're like laughing, and then completely you're total. Let's have fun. I like that part. I mean, even when some of them have their moments, it's hard not to laugh.
Yeah, even when you're dealing with like the worst behaviors, after you get through it, I mean, your anxiety gets high, but after you get through it, it's kind of comical, actually.
You know, I've
Did
got-
he really just do that?
the best part is like when they mix different curse words together that don't make any sense.
I was exactly that way when I was just learning how to do it all.
And you're like, did you just say that? Or no, thank you. Not interested. And that throws them off because they're like, wait, what?
Like I wasn't expecting that response.
This was supposed to upset you.
And then I guess it also gives you a harder shell for when you have to go out in the public and somebody's acting ridiculous because then you're laughing. You're like, you don't know what my day was. I had my own counseling today.
That's
Bringing that up, because we all know that essentially the N word now is a swear word when it's not fully for that race. If another race try to say the N word, it's a swear, essentially. I kid you not. I was with one day, just listening to music, not paying no mind. It was a white artist playing. And he repeated out, did that guy just say? And I was laughing my butt off because I've never heard anything so outlandish from
Are
the
you
guy.
talking about the guy with Tourette's at the thing?
No.
Oh.
No, it was just regular music, just
Oh.
what you would normally hear on just like a radio station.
I know they were talking about that.
But no, he swore up and down. The white artist that I was listening to said, did he say?
I have a great story about one of the incidences.
Uh-oh.
I took an individual, and she was an older individual, and we went to the mall. And first we walked at the food court, and she used a racist slur, and I was like, oh, goodness. And
Because
we're
she wanted
continuously-
their food.
Yeah, she
Oh
wanted
my
the food.
gosh.
And then we walk a little bit further, and she sees a group of some youngsters, and then she proceeds to say that other slur. And I'm thinking, oh man, I'm gonna get beat up, and there's nothing I can do.
Well, and she didn't mean it in
Yeah.
a way that was like negative.
Yeah.
That's just how her family talked, and so that's just the term she knew.
Woof.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that one deserves a.
And of course, she always talked really loud too. It was never a quiet talk. It was super loud, so you know everybody heard. Because then they look over, and I'm like, I'm getting beat up today.
Ooh. Not at the mall.
Oh, at the mall, in front of God and everybody.
Oof. Didn't realize it can be two different little stories of just that one little word.
That's funny how they can do things It's just so in.
But that does give you the way of thinking. It's like, oh, I forgot their brains aren't wired exactly the same as everyone else's. We got to be on our toes more, depending on what they're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the things that I'm like, know your audience. 'Cause, yeah, we've got some of they're cussing like, oh goodness, guys, other people don't like hearing that.
Oh, like our main three individuals out here.
Yeah. Or even when they're trying to tell a joke, that's pretty funny.
Camp stories.
Oh, camp stores, blood everywhere.
I do have a plan on when it gets closer to summer. Everyone sharing a campfire story. I'm going to have loaded up on this board, like fire crackling sounds and all that.
That'll be cute.
But for that, I'm going to have to make it long.
Have a
We have a.
creeper. I
I'll
don't
say,
know,
yeah, can we
but
make
they're
that
definitely
darker?
being a creeper.
Can we make that darker so it's harder to see in and out?
Came in to do a podcast.
Yeah.
We were talking about you.
And Tila, I did send you that Amazon link to the cord that I need for that.
And it,
Yeah, in a text. But from going from the ground up, Tila, I just want to know how difficult it can be. I know not all companies are the same, but for the most part of, say I leave here, do all the classes and everything, I just want to know how hard it would be to start up.
well, startup isn't hard. That's just paperwork. It's trying to think of the nicest way.
Startup.
Working with staff is super hard. Keeping everybody.
Ooh.
Well,
But you're also dealing with different generations and the way we view the world versus
Facts.
versus other individuals.
yeah.
And how hard you plan on working is how your company's going to run. The hardest person that's working in this company is Hila.
Well, and as an owner of a company like this, you are putting your whole life to the hands of strangers. That's hard. And every day, like, I don't sleep much because I'm always just waiting for that shoe to drop. Something's gonna happen.
Can't think like that all the time.
I
That's
try
the way
not
she
to.
does. I think about the glass being half full and she's like, it's almost empty.
Can't hear you, Andy. All right, don't kiss it now.
So I feel I'm like so close to this thing. I'm like, it knows my DNA right now.
Well, and when I started out, this was not where I envisioned going. When I went back to school, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be a counselor. I feel like I do that on a daily basis anyway. So I was like, oh, that's right up my alley. And so I went to school, got my degree in social work. I had some minors in disability studies and psychology. And while I was in school, I was like, well, I'll do some case management because that's something I can do with both. And I loved case management. And so I never even went after the counseling plan. And then it all started because I had one person I couldn't place. So the state said, hey, why don't you extend your number and do provider services for her? And of course, after I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. They're like, oh, we got another one. Oh, we need your help with this one. Oh, will you be willing to take this one? And so
That's exactly how it happened. It was so fast.
it was so quick.
Before we knew it, we were getting phone calls. I mean, we get phone calls all the time. Hey, can you take this individual? And we're like, we don't even have the staff. And I think that's the hardest part is finding individuals that are not only going to show up, but are good and are willing to accept the mission part of it. You
The
know,
responsibility of trying to take care of another person other than yourself and
well, and
maybe a
helping
few
them-
others.
helping them guide through life. I mean, because each one of us has our own things going on. I think it's very interesting though, because our company doesn't look like any else's. I really try to have us sprawl out and have different opportunities to in the community with the other companies. How come as the activity, I always want, oh, give me your input, you guys, the individuals that we serve, so that way we can branch out and become more of a voice for them. That way they learn their own voice and they're like, you know what, let's do this. Because the more of us think positive, the more we can change. And growth is always good for every.
That is
Well, me, I never let staffing like stop me. When I have a really hard time saying no, obviously.
we know Tila.
Yeah, I think at this point, for whoever stayed this long,
And if she says
Definitely
no,
no.
she's mad at you.
And so when I get those calls, my bigger concern is space. Like, where can I make this work? I'm gonna figure it out. I'll put it on somebody to hire 10 more people before I say no.
Well, I think that's also the other hard part is, like I said, where you going and you're hiring individuals that are working and they're working hard because an emotional work is harder than I think sometimes physical because yeah, your body gets worn out, but emotional and all of that, spiritual and all that is another type of drain. So you're expecting somebody to work for, you know, we're not really this type of field isn't very known, so we don't get the money like other individuals do for the type of work that we do. We're not even really known at all. I think that's
I
very,
didn't
very
know about
stress.
that. Nobody talked about type of like job, school, out of school, like
yeah, it's like the high school job fair
yeah, they would
and
never
everything.
like
Yeah, no.
it would be like reception or like an office job or becoming a doctor or something.
Or a nurse,
Or
Mhm.
housing.
Warehouse or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably never hear, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a DSP.
What is that?
Oh, funny.
But yeah, for me, I love doing what I like coming in, as I like to say, chaos. It lightens up our day, you know. It makes it to where it's fun and fun for them, and I think that's how come I like the activities director position is because I get to get all the fun stuff.
Well, I always know there's one activity that you pretty much have zero control over, and that's right in here. That's in my hands and pretty much my hands only, and it sucks.
You can have it.
Oh, I don't mind being around all the tech. It's just when I come to edit for these, only thing I'm seeing is these sound waves and listening over and over and over just to make sure I got it right. Because I did it Wednesday. I had to re-edit one of the actions and advocacy episodes again that I did Friday the week before, and holy crap, I did such a rush job. It was, by the time I got home, everything I was hearing was in sound waves. I could see the sound waves of everything's happening.
Okay.
Sure you didn't have too much monster.
I only had one that day.
Maybe you didn't have enough.
Probably. This is the second one. I probably have to go get more.
I just want everybody to be concerned. I've watched people use it as a cleaning product to clean off white circle tables before, so just know that
I've seen
you
the
can get
same
stuff
thing
off
with.
of there, right?
Stop. I seen somebody put a Red Bull on a grill.
I've seen people do it with Coca-Cola,
Me too.
any
Yeah.
soda.
All
And
the
it-
stuff that keeps us motivated.
It cleans stoves.
It does it surprisingly very well, especially Coca-Cola being one to remove rust.
And battery.
Yeah, yeah. We're just putting that in our bodies. It's amazing.
So this is your one reminder of be hydrated. Drink water, tea, something. Reduce the
is-
sugar in your life.
This is the time to make the water sound.
This is your wake-up call to eat a lime.
I don't know if I'd want to eat.
Don't want to eat a lime?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
I love limes.
I mean, I'll have it with something, but I'm not going to sit there and just be like, oh, this is a lovely lime.
I can
Gonna
eat
munch
lemons
down
like
on it.
oranges.
You
Yeah,
don't see an
agreed.
orange. I don't know.
I know how you are, Mina, with food. I don't know how I know how Tila is now with food. Now I just need to know how Donnie is with food.
What are you talking about?
What kind of food?
Well, the main thing is, what do you like making? Like, what's your go-to food to make? Like from scratch or buy box, whatever.
I am one of those, and Teal will even tell you. I like to throw something together. Like a lot of people talk about spicy ranch pork chops that I've made. We had an individual that had issues with food, and that was like his go-to. I made it for him, and I'd have to prep it at his house because everybody else was like,
Now you have my interest. I want to try these now.
"What?"
I'm all for spice. Like I've told Albert, who is halal,
Mhm.
I told him I am fully down to try any food. And I've been that way since I was a kid. If I don't like it, I won't try it again.
I'm a picky.
Tila's very picky.
So,
Like she doesn't even like leftovers.
Oh, leftovers are the
Oh.
best thing because you get all the residual
especially
flavor.
spaghetti leftovers.
She won't do it. You see the head shaking?
The
She's not gonna do
pasta
it.
soaking in the
Nope.
sauce. Oh my!
And especially when it
Oh,
gets
it's big back
reheated,
right
you
here.
taste a little extra spice you didn't know was there
In
to
fact,
begin
if
with.
I heat up certain foods, it upsets her. She can't handle the smell.
Said fresh food every day.
Yeah, I can honestly say it's always one. But yeah, I use a lot of stuff to break down meat. That way it's nice and tender. I've learned that in this. And it's also better.
See, with me, it's just if I get my hands on it, I can cook something out of it.
I think my favorite is making some fried wings and some tacos and a good salad. I love a good salad.
Big salad.
My go-to, as everyone knows here, is making pork. That has always been my go-to since I was a teenager.
Bonnie makes a lot of pork.
Shoot.
Oh, I like
Dude, I
me
got some in the
good
fridge right now that
ribs.
I had cooking for like 18 hours just to get it to like where I want it.
I'm not a big pork eater.
She is not.
I love
She's-
chicken.
I like ham.
Like I said, if I get any meat, veggies, combinations, I will make something very good out of it. The worst one I ever did was only an 8 out of 10. And that's for a group poll. I will rip them right there in front of me.
For a good steak.
Yeah, I do. We do a lot of stuff too.
I've only learned to like steak in like the last few years.
You guys have to understand though, that it's a side of steak with sauce.
And one. Oh. We sound like big bags.
Hey, everyone's a big back at heart, doesn't matter.
I don't care.
I used to have abs, but I call it a 6-pack and a pound now.
Well, speaking of 6-pack and a pound, within the last 2 years of pretty much being married to my wife, she had slept on Taco John's, she has slept on Guadalajara, and certain other foods that she had deemed to be like not her alley, and now she
Bruh.
wants them a lot more. Like she even slept on Taco Bell. How do you sleep on Taco Bell?
I don't really like any of those.
My thing is when you go having a nice party time, I should say, and you go get some Taco Bell, your day just got better, or at least
I
or
do
when
like
you're
Taco Bell after a long night.
yeah, like it's a great late night food. If you try to get it in the middle of the day, you'd be like, "Who are you?
Rodolfo's.
And are you clinically sane?" Like,
I will not eat Rodolfo's. Not.
oh yeah, Rodolfo's has to be like dead of night for you to really get the good stuff.
Well, that means that you've been drinking. That's exactly what
Facts.
that means, Rodolfo's.
But she
But
was
even-
trying to say that without saying that.
I'll
Yeah.
say it.
He said peachy.
Well,
Say drinking.
Oh.
you can say drinking. I just
I said
prefer
sober.
to avoid the A version of the word, the main terminology. Like, I can't even speak English today.
Ay.
Like I told everyone, my first language was not English; it was straight sarcasm. It just makes it a lot harder.
That's another part of the job. I love being sarcastic.
But I feel like being serious with them all the time makes them feel like they can't like joke around or they you know, because some of them will laugh at, like, you know, their disabilities. Not trying to sound like that, but they will. Like, they'll make a joke out of it. But I think it's just like humbling and
I
a
think
way
it
for them
helps
to deal with, you know.
build relations with them too. You don't have a personal conversation. You don't make them laugh. You're
They're
just
just like,
staffed.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be honest. I do a lot of singing when I'm helping with hygiene because it helps with the weirdness, the
I
awkwardness
know.
of it all.
Like we're
Lord.
listening
Then
to
you're getting it.
Pandora.
Getting it, the task
Yeah.
done.
Half the time when you do hygiene, it's quite literally open Pandora's box. It's like, what are we getting today? Or if you're a giant nerd like I am, you get the freaking deck of many things. Each time you pull, you get something completely different. It's like trying to roll 28 six-sided dice and all landing on one particular number.
Telling us it's not a natural 20.
And I swear, one of these days, I need to do a third one for everyone, for select few of Dungeons and Dragons podcast, because that'll be funny. I just want to hear the morbid curiosity that comes out of their mouths and how quickly I can shut that down. Because I swear, there was a person that I did that with all the way in London. We were able to do it through Discord. And oh my goodness, I swear he is somewhere on the disability chart. It's unreal.
Oh my god.
Because half the things was just very gore or overly sexualized and stuff like that. Well, I'm just trying to keep it like very moderate. At most PG-13.
He
No
said
filter.
not today.
And I always had a thing, because in Dungeons and Dragons terms, I am what's called a forever DM. I'm never the person playing. I'm always the person telling the story.
So you're the storyteller all the time.
And it's awful, but it gives me a nice little break and learn more of the material. But I always had a famous phrase of, damn it, Dave.
I always threaten with bugbears.
Which are now a playable character.
Yep.
Same with pixies and everything else that was from 3 and 3.5.
And now that we've just established that we're nerds.
Well, at least half. Half of us are nerds. The other two over here are just either twiddling thumbs or not knowing what we're talking about.
Not a clue.
I don't know. On Saturdays, and Tila would have to watch all of us play Dungeons and Dragons all
I
day.
didn't watch. Don't kid yourself. I was playing with the kids.
I feel like I've never played those type of games. I've played like Mario Kart and like Super Mario Brothers. I was
Oh.
pretty good at that.
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons is a base of imagination, so it's played all in your head, man, and I love
Is that what
it.
the whole point of Stranger Things was at the end?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't fully seen it, but I've heard
Yeah.
of what the end of
I have a
season
few
5 is
theories.
like.
I have a few
Yeah,
theories
so
about the
it's-
ending.
Oh, everyone does.
Everybody does. I don't think there's.
I
a
was
single
like, bro, they
person.
compared it to Harry Potter at almost every freaking part.
But if you also think about it, Will coming out, I have gotten to that point. He would not have been really accepted by his friends, especially back in the 80s, which was, I believe, what, the AIDS panic or AIDS, whatever, plus the satanic panic along with it.
Mhm.
It would not.
That's what a lot of individuals were worried about with Dungeons and Dragons.
and
Really?
Was
and Magic the
satanic
Gathering.
and magic and all that. What you have
It
to worry
wasn't even
about.
thought of around then. I wouldn't know.
In the 90s and early 2000s, when Pokemon came to the United States here, because they came in 1996 in Japan, over here in 1998 to 1999, and we got the anime first coming out in like 2000, 2001, after they got it in like 97 or some odd, weird ordeal. And before the world cared about whether it be dubbed or subbed or anything else, churches were going around saying that Pokemon was satanic. And everything, any game that was like that.
As I understand, the
Hey, they're
creator
making
of
everything
Pokemon was
satanic.
autistic, as I understand, right?
Is what?
Is autistic.
Yeah, he's heavily autistic.
You
And
must
so
be
that's just the
talented,
way he
autistic, 'cause you make
his
some a lot of
world
Pokemon.
was opened up by doing this.
Well, within the first games, it was just him as a kid going through the forest that was near his house and seeing all these different little creatures and catching them. That's how the game came to be.
When Pokemon Go came out in high school, I was one of those.
High school? Gee, oh, I forgot I am older than you are.
Dude, I'm only 27.
I'm
Well,
30.
Pokemon came out when I was
You're only 3 years older
a
than me.
kid. I mean, I wasn't.
I was
a kid,
already,
but I
like-
was. Yes, that's still
I
kid.
graduated in 17.
I graduated in 15, and Pokemon Go came out in 2016.
And I graduated in 05.
Oh my god.
Like I said, there's definitely an age, and I like that part because you get to learn more about things.
I keep
And I feel like it
forgetting.
keeps you young with like the older ones sometimes.
I refuse to grow up. You want to grow up? Go
I'm
ahead.
not growing up. I mean, I need to sometime.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Many of those are still in existence, though.
There's one in
Not many.
Denver.
Is there still
No
one in Denver?
way.
Yeah, at
they
that
brought them
mall.
back. They brought
Oh,
Toys R
really?
Us back, yeah. And it's solely just toys, not
I
video
just-
games, nothing. It's just toys.
I just remember taking Dakota to Toys R Us or the Chuck E. Cheese's. We'd have to like hide his
Oh my
face, make him
God.
look over to
Chuck E.
the other
Cheese
side of the road
scares
as we were
me.
We
driving
couldn't even
past.
drive past.
Otherwise,
without.
complete
Scares.
meltdown.
About to say, you want to know a fun fact for Chuck E. Cheese? His name is Charles Entertainment Cheese.
What?
That is crazy.
Charles Entertainment Cheese. That is the little Rouse, little mouse, little just.
I was scared of Chuck E. Cheese as a kid.
Oh, I never got the hype.
um,
The pizza was all just awful.
And then
The
the,
games
thing's
were
just standing there
subpar.
like this.
Well, we went to one when I was a kid. We lived in California, and we went in one, and I peeked under the curtain, and I thought the little dude yelled at me. I'm pretty sure it was my uncle standing behind me, but I thought the dude in front of me, so I never ever wanted to go back.
Oh my goodness.
Now it's making me think of what is that scary video game? And you turned
Oh,
it
Friday
into a
Night at
movie.
Freddy's?
Five Nights
Yeah,
at Freddy's, yeah.
That's traumatizing. I like.
That's what it
I
was
had
based
my
off of,
nephew
was
be
Chuck E.
like,
Cheese.
Yeah, my one of my nephews was like, let's watch this, and it was like, this is utterly terrifying.
And my little sister was watching that at a young age. I'm like, this entertains you? Goodness.
Don't get me wrong. I got the hype of Five Nights at Freddy's. I just never got the hype for Chuck E. Cheese. Like even their toy counters, if you got enough tickets, they all sucked.
Well, you think when
They
I
did.
was a kid, when Chuck E. Cheese was like in its prime, there wasn't other things like to do as a kid, really,
Better
They
to say
said
in
Chuck E.
his
Cheese
other than
prime.
playing outside.
Better to say in his prime. He's, to my knowledge, he's never been in a prime.
Oh, it was huge when I was a kid.
Well,
Huge.
you were also in Cali, so anything's big to them.
Kelly would have been
I had
fun to
too
live
many
as a kid.
siblings, so
Okay.
we didn't
Too
do a
hot.
whole
Oh,
lot
she
of
said
that.
no.
See, I was
It
the
was
baby in my
dirty.
family, so whatever I wanted,
Dirty.
we never did.
I was a middle child. That was forgotten unless I screwed up.
Yeah, we can tell.
I'm the oldest of 9.
Yeah, we can tell.
Relax.
Don't worry, Tila, see this. Our family.
I'm the oldest 3 though, but there's a big age difference between my oldest younger brother.
It's
He's
all right.
older than you?
Let's say you
no,
can,
he's like 6 years younger.
Oh.
but he's the middle child. He can just say that.
He tries to say that, but he's way too young to consider himself a middle child.
Are you the baby, Andy?
I am the baby.
I can tell.
Baby
That's
of
we're doing.
technically 3.
Woo.
My father, I could put him on blast. His name is Clayton. Yeah, anyone with that kind of.
Dang, put his government out there.
Well, I'm not saying the last name, so
Oh,
I
I
mean,
I'm just
I would. I like messing with my dad.
he is a straight up. But I mean, it's just he's just an awful human being in general. But for him, he was married when he was 17. Because the girl that he was with got pregnant, she was 22.
bruh.
No, 28. Let me do it like that.
He was shocked.
Um,
Where were his
The
parents?
T is teen, Andy.
well, his father, Clarence, which is his middle name.
Oh,
Those
Yeah.
are definitely very southern names.
They are.
I'm sorry.
You from the East Coast?
I'm from Mississippi, through and through,
Down south.
and they're all from Mississippi. And
On
his
an
wife,
Arkansas
my beloved
conversation, at
granny,
least.
Mildred. Yeah,
Did you just say Mildred?
yeah, that was my granny's name. I love her to death. She bend over backwards for me and my other brother. Advised him not to. Got married within her being like 3 months pregnant. It fell off 2 years after. Then met my mother. Lovely lady. She could be a straight up sometimes. But that's where I get it from. I'm not ashamed of that. But then that was the second wife, my mother. Had me and my brother, who were only 4 years apart, with me and to my oldest half brother is 14-year difference. Got his own house at 16 and everything, and now he's raking up businesses of ranching and landlording and all that. While his wife, current, and of a good long while, is a LPN and an RN.
Okay.
Works in hospice care and the hospital, respectively, alternating their weeks and stuff. And now he's on his third wife, which after he married to his third wife, he did not care about me or my brothers because his third wife has 2 daughters, and that's all he wanted, and yet he ended up with 3 boys.
What?
Yeah. We were thrown to the wind, pretty much to be forgotten.
I've been a mom since I was 5.
All right, that sounds very bad out of
That's
context.
That
That's
really
so
does. We were all
child.
really concerned. Like,
No, not like that.
did somebody
Was
throw
there-
you off into a marriage? Like, did you have to wing?
Was there some of
Nah, bro.
any essaying involved? Was there grooming? Like, what
No,
was the context?
first of all, my
You were
baby
just
bro-
helping
I was
raise
the oldest
other
sister,
siblings
and
'cause
my
you're the
sibling
oldest.
was just like my child.
Same with
Yeah.
my wife. She
You
had
would've
to
thought I
help
was the
raise
mom.
her 3 younger siblings, and one we all love dearly. I loved him even before me and my wife got together. I loved him entirely.
Because he's just a sweetheart.
Oh,
He just comes in with
100%.
the biggest smile and just giggles.
Y'all are welcome, by the way, because I put forth our company's like,
I remember doing
Let's
that
see if
that
we can
day.
try it.
Just thrown it on me, and I had to go in here, and I was like, "Yeah, this is what we do." And then showed them everything, and then they were like, "Yeah, we'll get back to you." And I was like, "Okay." They came back.
No, I'm the middle child. I like to say my parents like to do the Wheel of Life game way too much because they are married so many times. I think my dad's like, is it his 4th or his 5th?
I don't.
So Tila's like, I always apologize to Tila. Tila's got like a very, very like family that loves, well, some of them. But mine's like a dumpster fire. You better hope that it doesn't hit you.
Yeah, my family's like super traditional and have been together forever and ever and ever.
My
Well-
parents had me at 15. There was nothing traditional about that.
Well, my mom was 18, but my mom and dad got married when she was 17.
Well, back in the day too, that was like pretty normal. They said so that it was.
And they meant it.
You know what? You should see, like, not to make it all sad, but on Tila's dad's headstone, it says guardian because their mom's going to get buried right over there. And so on all of her, like, birthday, Valentine's, all that would say, signed your guardian. Her dad
Yeah.
would do that.
My mom was so mad I put that on there. And I was like, that is the cutest story ever. Because in order for them to get married, my dad had to become my mom's guardian because he was over 18. My mom wasn't. And she's okay with it. So mad when I first did it.
So you're pretty. Well, what year would they have gotten like married? 'Cause that was-
81.
Oh yeah. She
And
knew she had
Tila.
the one.
And little did they know, 3 to 4 years later, D&D would be invented, causing the satanic panic.
I think there's worse thing in this world to be about.
Oh, 100%.
Facts.
It's like the redacted files.
Bruh.
Yeah, no
Oh,
platform
gosh.
safe for saying that word.
Oh, goodness.
I will say that is pretty much one of the worst things in the world
Oh,
for
my
anything to
God.
happen, but now we go back to eons before into Pompeii.
Pompeii. Huh?
What's a country you guys want to go visit?
I'll
Ooh.
stay right here.
Yeah,
Oh.
Tila hates flying, boats, trains, buses.
Wait,
You
you
never been
hate-
on a plane?
Wait,
I've been
Yeah,
on a
Oh.
yeah.
I
And
don't
me
like
and
it.
Coda like tortured her.
Really?
I'm not even joking. We
I
did
feel like I've
torture
been flying
her.
on planes since I was like 7, so I just like had to get used to it.
my first time on a plane was quite literally 5 years ago.
Thank God.
I don't like anything I can't control.
Facts.
In other words, you just hate planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, anything that she can't drive. So
They had a train on the side of the mountain. Like, who's getting on that?
Well, shoot,
I don't
Tila,
know.
you can just go over
Oh
to
my
the
God.
Air Force Base over here and pretty much go and sign up to get your pilot's license.
Nope, I'm good. I'll keep my feet right on the ground.
I mean, your feet will be on the ground. It's just not Earth.
No, it'll be on a floor
It'll be
that's
this floor.
miles away from Earth.
Well, for commuter planes, kind of like that, it's only about 20,000 feet up in the air.
I'm good.
That's why I kind of like moved from Jersey because I said the water comes, I'm out first. I can't swim. But Yellowstone comes, at least it's one and done. I don't got to worry about it.
You
Okay.
saying you can't swim just reminded me of what's now ancient Vine of
I remember.
Happy
about
birthday,
it.
Raven. I can't swim.
we grew up with like it's crazy in South Carolina. My parents and my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, we lived in this house. It was a big house. It really was. But we had like a pool that was shaped like a pair of pants.
Oh my God.
So you pretty much had what most Southerners call a McMansion.
Yeah, there was a lot of us.
If
that
you
lived
have
in
an
that.
extra floor up top, that's a McMansion.
In fact, there's hilarious like pictures of us doing stupid stuff in this house. Mine didn't really know how to swim yet. Take my bike and ride it right into the pool.
Bro.
But then I'd tie my bike with one of my grandfather's like ropes so that way I could pull it back out and do it again.
We'll go back on family. On my mother's side, I have a grandfather, right? Never met him. Never met my grandmother on that side. Only grandparent I knew was my granny. Now-
Mildred.
Hmm?
Mildred.
Yeah, that's the only one I
Grandma
knew.
Mildred.
I remember
That's
Mildred.
that's the only grandparent I have vivid memories of. Never met. I don't have any memories of Clarence, and I have no memories if I ever did meet my other set of grandparents. But there's only. I'll tell you his name. It's Vernon.
Vernon.
Yeah,
Mildred
it's-
and Vernon.
This is from. They lived in Tennessee mainly,
Okay.
around the Memphis sub areas. But I'm going to say this because that is what we call him in our family. Like I said, his name is Vernon, and the only other person that called him dad or whatever was his namesake sibling of Vernon Jr., which he now lives. He's now passed on. Again, no memories of this Vernon either. But we call him in our family Jackass.
Couldn't say that.
Even his old kids could not call him dad. Since then, for the 10 children, 12 children that he had, with the same woman, mind you, but even for back then, that was a lot. Even today's standards, good luck trying to feed that family on this, whatever we got going on. And every single one of them, other than Vernon Jr., calls him Jackass. And that's how he's known throughout the entire family.
Wonder what he did to actually get that name. Like,
He was a straight up jackass. He was a 100% of just anyone in the family and outside of the family. He was I believe, a steel worker.
oh. Okay.
Because I believe he was one of the people who helped build the Memphis Pyramid.
Oh, okay.
I
Before,
heard about that.
Now you got
at first, it was an event
I
center.
drove right past it.
Really?
I've been in it. plenty
I've
of
never been
times.
in. We were only there for.
I love
I
pyramids.
mean, if you ever decide to go, it's now Bass Pro Shop, and
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
very lovely.
We looked at.
It's a
But back in
Bass-
the day, for its heyday, being after it got done being built to becoming a Bass Pro Shop, it was an event center where concerts, wrestling, all the big events will just go to.
Were they not making enough money?
No, the person who originally bought the building and did all that died.
Oh,
And his grandchildren and children just did not want anything to do with it because it's too much of a hassle. Then that's when my stepdad comes in, helping putting the ductwork and everything else for it to be a Bass Pro Shop.
Oh, wow.
Another fun little tidbit, my stepdad also helped on Morgan Freeman's Mississippi Home for its AC work and everything else.
time I think of Morgan Freeman, think of that one movie where he's the narrator of everything.
He does a lot of
Everything.
that.
For
He
me,
has a good voice for
He
that.
does
really
have a
does.
good
Like
voice.
you
It's
could
so
use it to go to
calm.
sleep. Yeah.
Even
for me, I think of two movies. One is Bruce Almighty
Bruce
yes, that's what
Almighty.
he
Yeah, yeah.
is when he's going.
when he's the man himself, and the other one is Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't think I've.
You've never
What?
seen Driving?
Oh, you need to watch
Oh.
Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh, am I too young for that? I don't know.
If I
I've
know
never
it,
seen
you're
it
not too
either.
young for it.
I've heard of it. and
I feel like it does sound familiar, but
Next time we gotta rearrange. I don't like the way
it's
I
like
might go
interface.
like this. I'm like, I look
Yeah,
like a
you
creeper.
can watch it on Tubi right now.
okay. Well,
Oh yeah.
I
Did you
work
ever?
tonight, so I can probably put that on later.
Oh yeah. Did you ever get around to watching that one movie,
I have not. I keep forgetting the name, and no one messages me
The
name.
Substance?
I keep forgetting to text you what I need you to watch, Donnie.
It's
See?
it's with current day Demi Moore. And trust me, she slimmed down good bit to
Are
be
you
in
talking
this
about
movie.
the substance?
The Substance.
Yeah, that's what I keep getting
that's
told
the same
about.
thing
Yeah.
from the beauty.
That's what we were talking about.
But
At
it was
first, I thought that's
wild.
what
Within-
Marquise was talking about, and I was like, something's wrong with Marquise. He needs to go get a counselor.
No, we both watch it, so we both need counseling.
My wife and I watched it, and I need therapy.
It's like a 2.5
No,
hour movie.
it's
so you
like
have
I
to,
don't need
sit
counseling. I
there.
just need therapy to see all that and in that freaking program.
Lord.
And Ashton in his swimming suit banana
That's what I
hammock.
said. I was
What
like,
is
what are we
going on
doing?
with that?
I said it's been a long time since
And
I've seen
that's
you
when
on
I was like,
TV. You come back to do this.
I know. He
Like-
went from what, like the ranch to that. What is wrong?
My thing is, the first 10 minutes of The Substance, you already have to question your life decisions.
I think they really be doing that in Hollywood, though.
They do weird things.
Just
They
Hollywood.
need to
saying.
Something.
do that. in Hollywood.
It's crazy.
It is always something.
I don't think I would go to Kelly, though.
It's like, heck, look at frickin' Paul Rudd from his first appearance back in like the 80s when he was promoting the Super Nintendo to now, he barely looks any different. He's the
I
one
don't
who
know, I
played.
think he's pretty
I
old.
mean, he
Nice.
looks
You
like,
think he looks older?
I feel like
I
he
think
just looks
yes.
like he's like, what, 50 something? They
Yeah,
said?
he's in his 50s.
Oh, maybe Botox?
Well,
You
No,
can
I-
tell
Probably a
it-
lot
I
more
saw
because
him-
they'll even have like doctors go to your house or nurses and they give you like these vitamins.
But my
B
thing is, you
shots,
can tell if
uh,
they're on Botox
I knew what they had.
because
Botox.
you can look at Ron Perlman and you can tell there's
I mean, if we all had a
Some Botox
personal
going
chef
on.
of our own, could you imagine in our own like
I
Oh,
try to be my own
masseuse and
personal
all
chef.
that?
oh hell, we'll all be big bags at that point. There's no saving humanity. We'll just be ending up like the people on Wall-E. That's
Have
all
you
it
guys
will
seen the
be.
movie The Menu?
Yes.
Yes.
That movie was wild.
Oh, 100%.
I didn't think she was gonna get out of it. I thought she
Me
was gonna
neither.
be SOL'd, and she had nothing to do with it. But I guess he had.
That
okay, you have
reminded me of
nothing to do with
two
it.
very obscure indie films that we watched in 6th grade. One is Food Kills, or Super
Couldn't
Size.
finish it.
Super
Oh,
Size.
Super
Size
Size,
Me.
I've
I couldn't
definitely
finish
seen
watching
that.
it
That,
To
it was
me,
all
it would
fake.
just-
It was all fake because
Yeah.
if it came out, it was revealed like 3 years ago. All of that was full on fake. And the other one I know is fake, but I'm surprised they still have memory of it. And it's Hunting Santa Claus.
Hunting Santa
What?
Claus.
I could not find anything on it. It's just like these group of guys of like that kind of remind you of like Zach Baggins' crew of like Ghost Avengers, but they're all just around Christmas trying to hunt and capture Santa
I
Claus.
just watched the new Anaconda with Paul Rudd and Jack
Oh,
Black.
you know what? I
Very
didn't think it
good.
was as good as it could have been.
It could have been better.
I think they rushed it, and so it wasn't that
It
good.
My
was.
thing is,
It was
I was
rushed.
kinda
I
bummed.
didn't care for any of the Anaconda or Python movies growing
I
up.
love Jack Black though. Jack Black
It-
is one of my
and
top
that's
10.
that was my thought. He's just always funny, and I was like, I think they kind of like they were worried because of the situation at one of his concerts. They were like, we need you to just kind of keep toned down, and it didn't turn out as good. I think they
Forget
also rushed
that.
it,
We just need another Tenacious D movie.
but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, Kyle
Marquise
Gass needs to
always
sign
talks
it.
about Tenacious D.
Well, Kyle Gass has to sign off on it to be in another movie. And right now, his personal life is not the best, like financially. So his scheduling is always going to be very rough. Plus, his divorce that's going on right now. So,
Mm.
I feel like we should get another School of Rock.
oh, 100% we do.
Now, see, that was a great movie.
I
really
love
did
School
like
of
that.
Rock.
Bring
I'll
back
put it on
Miranda
and go to bed.
Cosgrove and the kids and all like teachers of their own or in their own bands and something. It's like you two probably don't know what this is, but it's another anime. It's called Yuri on Ice. It's pretty much
Sheila has no clue what you're talking
She
about.
said, "Girl."
it is
She's on checking out right now.
I know.
it is
She sounds
essentially
scared.
gay figure skating,
So like Blades of Glory.
Oh!
but gayer, but gayer.
Oh my god.
If you think of something, it can always be gayer.
Okay,
That
so
this is that gayer.
no, it actually reminds me of the Olympics. They had this man, and it was the first time that this
Dude.
stunt had ever been done and actually made.
Oh, yeah,
and it was
the-
the U.S. and he
yeah.
looked like his costume was set out like one of the guys in Blades of Glory with like the flames and everything. It was hilarious.
My main thing,
I had to
kept,
just start laughing because I'm a nerd and I like watching the Olympics. So as I'm watching it, I'm like, what? And then he did it, and I was like, all I can think of is Blades of Glory with his outfit, and then he does this flip, and I'm like, what just happened here?
When they were going down those sleds, I was like, I think I can do that. Marquise was all like,
Nah.
girl.
You don't want.
But this is the first year I paid
It's
attention
learning
to
about
the figure
fast.
skating side of the Olympics, and I loved every single routine that they all did. I'm glad one of our own got gold for their free skate and their
I've seen
structured
that.
program. I love her to death. She is very, very hardworking, and she came out of retirement like 4 years ago just to come back to the Olympics. But I will say, for all the banter and everything we have done, that will conclude our Tea with DSPs for today.
Now that we've discussed everything, except for, thank God, no politics.
So let's
Well,
Let's not talk
politics
about-
are always going to be off table no matter what.
Exactly.
But this has been Andy with DSP. And thank you to our guest today of my boss,
Thank
medical
you for letting us be a part of it.
and activities director. And we shall see you
We shall chat again.
another day. Y'all have a great
this
day.
All right,
one,
Donnie.
you have to go back.
I'm sweating
This
on everything.
is
in my
me.
body.
Like I'm like when I'm